We have now arrived to Croker Range Biosphere Reserve. It is the mountain range from Mount Kinabalu along the northern part of Borneo, and it contains some of the most biodiverse forests in the world, and especially in Asia. The drive for Kota Kinabalu is about 1.5 hours. We could have stayed up here in the hotel, but we decided not to do so because the hotel is very seedy. Here we see my guide, Calvin NG, who was so kind to arrange my first week in Borneo. We are not alone here. People come and go all the time, so get nice background recording is not really possible. It is always possible to drink coffee, but there was some powder and you have hot water, and it's possible to make coffee. However, I didn't have much time to drink coffee because the birds kept me very busy. In this very special place, KK Lee and Nelson Khor has established a hide or feeding station for the birds, the mountain birds. It's very important to arrive here in the morning because that's the time where the moths are available. They have a kind of a light trap to attract the moths, and they are used for the birds in the morning. The first bird to film here is a blue and white flycatcher. It's a migrant bird from Russia and Japan. It comes here in winter to feed on moths. The endemic golden-naped barbet has arrived and eat the ripe fruits in this bush. It's a very distinct bird. About 15 species of barbet exist in Borneo, and they have one thing common. They're calling like small bells in the forest persistently all day long. So they're actually the dominant voice of the rainforest of Borneo. The barbets are very related to woodpeckers, and they nest in nesting hollows like the woodpecker do, and also look for insects in rotten trees. My first new lifer on this third trip to Borneo is a white-browed jungle flycatcher. It is a tough bird to see, and it's hidden in the undergrowth, and it sits very quietly for a very long period of time to watch for insects. That's why we don't see it very often. On the other hand, this very magnificent indigo blue flycatcher is around all the time. It's a garden bird. It's always here, and it likes to be near buildings, so it's easy to see, and it's so handsome. A beautiful green jay has arrived. It's eating a huge atlas moth. It's a carnivore. It can eat big lizards also, but sometimes they eat just insects and moths. It's a very nice bird which has become rare in many parts of the world because of cage trade. However, this species is endemic to Borneo. The widespread little pied flycatcher come also to feed here. Outside the breeding season, it follows mixed species flocks. Here we see a whistler. It is an Australian group of birds, a huge family of sunbirds. Only a few representatives have found their way to Borneo, which indicate that we are very close to the water's line. This very handsome babbler, a canopy bird, the white-browed striped babbler, now the Bornean striped babbler, is become an endemic and split from the cousin on the mainland because it has pinkish flanks on its side. A gray-throated babbler has arrived, and it's really thoroughly investigating any cavities on the branch. This species belongs to a furtive group of babblers, but can be very aggressive if intruder gets in the way. Sometimes groups of 20 can be seen and they appear in bird parties in the forest. This is thunder laughing thrush. It's a huge group of babblers, which called laughing thrushes, because they move through the forest like grasshoppers and scavenging everything on its way. A shrew came along. It's not a squirrel, it's basically a rodent more related to monkeys. Here we were lucky to see snowy-browed blue flycatcher, a very special bird. There was actually a pair, so they're probably nesting here. But the real target was the shortwing. It's a thrush living near streams, and it lives on damselflies. They need clean, clear water rushing down the slope to get the food. The male did not appear in front of the camera. We saw it but could not film it, but the female was more cooperative. Here we see the white-based bulbul, which is split from the flavescent bulbul. It's an endemic to those mountains. As the day goes on, the clouds start to form. The afternoon shower is getting ready. It's getting very misty up here, and consequently it's harder to film the birds. Borneo treepie is obscured in the mist. It comes to perform its weird song. It's time to move on, get down the slope away from the clouds. We have a target. It's a flower. We want to see the non-chlorophyll flower, the rafflesia. The Park Service has located a place where you can see them all the time. The huge rafflesia is the largest flower in the world. There is a special site here in Croker Ranges where the flower all the time in rotation. Here we can see old flowers, new and some buds coming. The rafflesia is dependent and associated with a special weed which grows on the forest floor. It is a striking corpse lily. It is a genus of parasitic flowering plants in the family Rafflesia. The species has enormous flowers, the buds rising from the ground or directly from the lower stems of the host plants. One species has the largest flower in the world. Plants of the World Online list up to 41 species from this genus. All of them are found in Southeast Asia. The plant has no stems, leaves or roots. It is a holoparasitic of vines in the genus Tetrastigma, a plant in the Vitaceae, the great vine family, spreading its absorptive organ, the husterium, inside the tissues of the vine.